Hi, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Welcome. Bringing you a trick-or-treat general reading for the collective of air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Even though it's, dated for October 31st, 2019, just go by the title. If the title speaks to you, there may be a message for you. If not, check out the readings for your other personal planets. That's always, just check out the titles and see if anything speaks to you among those readings that apply to your personal planets. I may be speaking to a cross-watcher here. That's always possible. And you can feel free to swap the characters around. The way that I always lay out the readings is the other person first, then you, then the connection. But sometimes it comes out in reverse. That's okay. That's not a problem. But don't force the reading to fit if it doesn't. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, these cards are so slippery. I'm going to start with some Lenormand. The links to these decks are also below, along with a link if you care to explore my personal readings. You can see the kinds of readings I do. There's descriptions there. Just click on my Book Me page. Oh, I wanted to split the deck. Now, oh, look. We've got the House. That feels very Four of Wands to me. We've got the clocks, the cuckoo clock. And we have the mice. I am going to definitely look these up to see if I can't get a little story for you here. But it feels very much Twin Flame Soulmate-esque right there with the House. We have I'm your family and your base, your ground in your home. I give you stability and comfort. I'm your living arrangement and environment. I am what surrounds you. The cards around me will give you signs on my present state or what the future will dictate. Okay, so this is about your home, your family, your stability, right? The things that make you feel anchored in the world and stable. And let's see what this... this is time. My appearance brings time to the forefront of importance. Okay, so something with regard to your stability, it's important. I may be approaching or passing, so be attentive. Use me wisely to provide perspective. Look around me to better understand my involvement. Certain cards may slow me down, but sometimes a quick action will get you the crown. So this is all based on the game of hope. This whole deck was derived out of an old board game. So this is so symbolic of the metering out of time. The clock is ticking and life is transitory in nature, right? So we've got that next to this house. So and the house representing your family, your stability, your home base, where your sanctuary. There's something about that that's tick, 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 right? Time to do something. The mice, it says, you don't want me in your house. Okay, there's stress and anxiety with these little mice. It's worry in society. I'm a nuisance. I'm a pest. So these little mice are completely happy with their work, which is the gradual destruction of anything. So there may be something that's nibbling away at you that's causing some anxiety with regard to your stability. And this message is the time to act is now. The time to attend to it is now, to deal with this little petty anxiety, whatever it is that's gnawing away at you with regard to this Four of Wands energy that I feel coming from that house. Hold that thought. Let's see what comes up. I will be using here the Morgan Greer deck. I love this deck. So this is for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, calling in energies for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The link to the extended will be below in the description box, and the links to all the decks I use are there. And as always, thank you for supporting the channel. If you could like the video, that'll get it seen more widely. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I would love that and I greatly appreciate it. If you already have, thank you for that. Underarching energy, King of Cups. Yes. So the underlying energy of this whole reading has to do with a whole lot of high vibe love. This is the other person now I'm pulling for. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Fool. Fool feels like it's about taking chances. King of Swords. Boom, a truth. Truth needs to be told. For your energy, now we have the Eight of Cups. Walking away, perhaps, maybe. Page of Wands. That's right in the middle there, a little message of a fiery message of passion coming through. Let's just hope that this isn't a little bit of player energy, which is always possible with the Page of Wands. Death card, transformation in your future, air sign. Let's see what that's about. We've got in the connection in the past has been some anxiety. That might be what those little mice are about. Something from the past that happened in the past that this person regrets. Okay, and that it was so regrettable you walked away. And there's been anxiety on both your parts in this connection, air sign. And we got the Chariot. So right here in the center, it's like you've been at a standstill. Ten of Swords. That cycle is coming to an end. That cycle is coming to an end in the very near future. I say that because now I'm looking at this person. Now, this may be you, air sign. So flip it if you feel the need. You know, the Fool. Come on, Laura. The Fool is represented by Aquarius. So it's like you're showing up here in this lineup. So if this happens to be you, just flip it around. But some truth is coming on this person. Some truth will be told. This is the King of Swords. Very double air energy, because every king has a little bit of air energy tossed into the mix. So this is double air. This person is sharp, a quick thinker, very strategic, doesn't suffer fools, seeks the truth, the clarity, and the wisdom to rule. All right, so this is high vibe, but from the mind, intellectually. This is somebody that if this is you, great. That's you're being true to character. If this part's you, you may be dealing with an air sign, because we've got Aquarius here, but we've got somebody who's got double air, who is highly intelligent, very keen intellect. So I like that energy for this person. I'm just going to keep saying it that way, and you can flip as you need. And that here in the lineup underneath that is transformation. So some truth is told, and it transforms this connection and moves it out of this whatever cycle is here that shows up in the past. See, because in the past for them, there's like this regret. They're looking at these spilled cups. Their back is to the Two of Cups, which would represent you. And then your energy here, if I have this right, is walking away. Okay, Eight of Cups, walking away to go in search of that Two of Cups, and there it is. Right? Just look at that. Followed by this Nine of Swords, lots of anxiety over something that is this other person regrets. This person regrets. And whoever this person is, you or the other, walked away based on what happened. And there's been anxiety and there's been no forward motion. You've both been sort of trapped by the little mice in your mind, threatening the stability. But it says the time is now. So I'll put this aside for now. In the extended, I will use that same deck to look at the advice coming in for you with regard to the connection, strengths or challenges or even blocks to love in this connection, and the outcome. And if there's any timing as to when this Chariot may get off the block, it'll come up in that position, if it does. Anyway, I want to take a look at this. We've got two kings here. Wow. Show me more about the Five of Cups and Judgment. There's second chances coming in. So whatever happened that this person regrets or is sad about, there's a loss here, whether they caused it, you caused it, or it just happened in the connection. Sometimes that happens. You're going to get a second chance here. And this person is going to answer it, is going to take the leap. If this second chance comes in, which it feels like it is, they're going to take the leap of faith. They are going to take the leap of faith. The question is, what will you? I want to see what this transformation's about, because that's the energy that's... Oh my God. All right. So here's that little mice with the anxieties and destruction. We've got the Death card. On top of that is Devil energy. That's Capricorn. So this may be about an earth sign. Death is Scorpio energy. So we've got water, we've got earth, followed by the Hanged Man. And Hanged Man is Pisces. So this is an emotional situation. And all I can say about this being in this part of the lineup here, air sign, is the transformation is nothing to fear, right? We see this beautiful white rose, and the sun here is sort of, in many cards it's rising. Here it almost looks like it's setting, so it's setting on an old pattern, and then it rises with transformation and hope for the future here with this rose, which is a symbol of purity and love. And but we have what's clarifying that is there's some transformation with regard to some toxic energy. And then on this comes Hanged Man. This part of the reading is very powerful because it's 3 major arcana in the same position. You know, it's all here in this part of the lineup, which represents the near future. Past, present, future. So I'm looking at this saying there's some transformation with regard to a toxic connection, but you're in a holding pattern. Wait for the sign. This deck doesn't show it, but usually the Hanged Man has a glowing light over his head, which is basically suggesting that the Hanged Man chooses to wait for enlightenment, waiting for a sign from their higher self or a higher power or authority, their spirit guides, whatever you tap into, air sign. It's saying make no sudden moves, which is interesting because what you've got here is time. And remember when I read it, it said time's either passing too quickly or you need to slow it down. There's some energy there about time, and this part of the reading suggests do not act in haste. I say that because smack in the middle of the reading here is this little Page of Wands, which pages are messengers. They don't generally take action other than they deliver a message, and the Page of Wands usually delivers it in haste. It's usually like a fast flame, like an impulsive comment, an impulsive reaching out impulsively to the other person is what this might suggest. And then what's coming here is it's saying, no, slow your roll, wait for a sign. Wait for that cycle to end and be done. That is coming up. That Ten of Swords is in this case, it's actually quite positive. Let's see what you walked away from here, air sign. Show me more about this 8 of Cups. Queen of Cups. So now we have Queen of Cups next to King of Cups. So this is a high vibrational connection. Lots of emotion. I feel like this person is going to come in cool, but is really that's the energy he or she is channeling, is cool, collect, detached, just the facts, ma'am. But underneath, there's a wellspring of emotion. This is important. This is a love connection, an emotional connection that is important to this person. And now you are matching that energy. And you walked away from the depth of your emotion for this person. You said, I am going in search. This is the 8. I want my 2 of Cups. Where is it? Right there. Second chance for that? You bet. And here, King and Queen of Cups. There's your 2 of Cups right there. So I get the impression that this was not a happy ending between you. It doesn't, I'm not seeing it. There was something toxic that had to come to an end. I'm not sure what it is. There was some conflict involved. 5 of Wands that caused some anxiety. 4 of Wands. There it is, that little house energy. Because this house card from Lenormand is the number 4. That's why to me it represents the 4 of Wands, which is, there's the house behind. So there was something that's caused you both some stress, with anxiety and stress. That's a little mice nibbling. There was conflict that rose to the surface within this soulmate, definitely a soulmate connection. And it caused you to come to a dead stop, a standstill. Could be dealing with a Cancerian. The Chariot is representative of Cancerian energy. What's coming to an end? Show me on this 10 of Swords. It needs to come to an end. Oh. It says 2 of Cups. So that would lead me to believe that what's on the horizon is the end, either the end of this connection or the end of the toxicity that's being transformed from this connection. That's, you know, that we're walking away from. But just not yet. Okay, air signs. So what I want to do before I understand this any better is I want to move into the extended. I will query most of this. I will do more clarifications, but I want to see what the advice is before I say too much more. Strengths, challenges, or blocks to the connection. Outcome, when it might be expected, if there's any indication of timing. But it looks like there is something that needs to shift. The time is now with regard to your stability, with this regard to this 4 of Wands. It feels like you're both ready because this person's ready to take the leap. You're ready to deliver a message, but the connection is in a holding pattern. And you're being asked to hold up until you know that you've transformed out of whatever toxic energy existed in this connection prior. That it appears this person regrets you walked away from, but that you both want back. Okay? All right, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you on the extended. If not, check out some other videos, and I'll see you on the next recording. Bye-bye.